The Brooklyn Nets got off to a hot start of the season, beating the Golden State Warriors 125-99 in their season opener. The cast of Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Caris LeVert, and Spencer Dinwiddie made an exceptional impact on one end of the floor, but not the one you're expecting. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you have not already subscribed, go ahead and do that below. Today, we're discussing how the Brooklyn Nets extinguished the Golden State Warriors offense, greatly limiting Stephen Curry's impact while ensuring that his teammates were the ones taking the shots. Kevin Durant nails a pull-up on one end, and rather than celebrating his make, he gets right into defensive position, picking up Stephen Curry the second he crosses midcourt. Good luck sinking a three over that 7'5" wingspan. On this Warriors horns play, Kyrie Irving and Caris LeVert start off with the switch, and Kyrie performs what is known as a top lock, positioning his body so that Stephen Curry can't come in for the handoff, which pushes Curry into the backdoor cut where he's met by the help, Caris LeVert. Make sure to take note of Kevin Durant, who is Brooklyn's low man. Not only does Durant credibly cover Juan Toscano Anderson, he also does one hell of a job closing out to Andrew Wiggins in the corner. More good stuff from Kevin Durant here as he picks up Stephen Curry in the transition scramble, communicates with his teammate Spencer Dinwiddie for the on-the-go switch, where Spencer Dinwiddie once again top locks, and then stays with Andrew Wiggins as he goes all the way to the basket for the humiliating rejection. The way the Nets guarded Stephen Curry in the pick and roll was honorable. Here, Landry Shamet pinches in, sneaking in a hand to punch the ball out of Stephen Curry's hand, which dislodges the Warriors' possession as a whole. Once again, we have the Nets committing to their principles of hounding Stephen Curry at all costs. DeAndre Jordan and Spencer Dinwiddie ice this James Wiseman ball screen, which is a type of pick and roll coverage where the defense presses the ball handler to the sideline, popularized by Tom Thibodeau. And in this possession, that means pressing Stephen Curry to the third defender, which is Joe Harris. Again, get the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands at all costs. This possession, and I apologize for the slightly grainy footage, is glorious. The Nets are able to switch multiple times, and it's because they could ignore the other players on the court. As Stephen Curry meanders down the lane in what's known as a UCLA cut, working off that Andrew Wiggins back screen, which is a screen that faces the opposite baseline, Spencer Dinwiddie steps in to help, picking up Curry on the switch to rescue Kyrie Irving. And then as the possession continues, Spencer Dinwiddie is slightly nudged off his spot by Eric Pascal, so Kevin Durant picks up the slack. All in all, it leads to a thunderous DeAndre Jordan block. Jarrett Allen is going to be key to running a future forward defense. Before the play even begins, look at how high he's playing right as Stephen Curry crosses the ball at midcourt. Rather than playing him in a drop coverage where he hangs back in the paint, Brooklyn is deploying the 7-foot shot swatter as one of their perimeter defenders, at least in the face of a shooter as good as Stephen Curry. Allen doesn't budge after the Marquise Chris drag screen, which is a perpendicular ball screen set in transition, as all three of him, Caris LeVert, and Jeff Green converge onto Curry, forcing Curry to give up the rock to Marquise Chris. We're going to highlight Brooklyn's key player of the night in just a second, but I just want to show you one more time how much Brooklyn was selling out on Stephen Curry. Contested is an understatement here. Look, man, Taurean Prince had a tough first year in Brooklyn. The three-point shot just wasn't falling, and he was really unattentive on defense. But the guy we saw in Brooklyn's home opener against Golden State, that was a completely different player. Steph Curry begins by handing off the ball to Kevon Looney, where he makes his way down toward that snappy Brooklyn logo. From there, he performs what's known as a zipper cut, cutting from the baseline to the wing off a screen, in a formation that looks, yep, you guessed it, like a zipper. At this point, Taurean Prince realizes that Curry's defender, Caris LeVert, is in a little bit of a pickle, and he rotates over onto Curry as Caris gets caught up on the screen, staying with Curry all the way to the top, even performing, once again, that top block to assure that Curry is unable to get the ball off the handoff. Also, gotta love TP making sure he doesn't lose sight of Curry toward the end of this possession, which would have been the case a year ago. Nothing too complex here, just TP reading the passing lanes like an all-pro safety. After a nice closeout by Caris LeVert on Stephen Curry in the corner, Curry isolates a little bit, shakes and bakes, and gets his way to the rim. Credit to Prince here as he rotates over masterfully, while Jarrett Allen covers Marquise Chris hiding in that dunker spot. While Jarrett Allen does a nice job helping out Caris LeVert with Andrew Wiggins in the post, you gotta love Taurean Prince shuffling down to that corner to take away that nearby corner three that's of course a shorter distance. I mentioned at the beginning of the video that the Nets were essentially dictating which Warriors were shooting when. And rather than explaining these, I'm just gonna let them play and show you just how disrespectful Brooklyn was being with some of Golden State's perimeter shooters. Brooklyn has started out its season 1-0 because of its emphasis on defense. By placing immense pressure on Stephen Curry with switches, different coverages in the pick and roll, and a non-stop scram every time he got a little bit of space from deep, the Nets made things easier on themselves by forcing Curry's teammates to beat them. That strategy may not be viable in every single game of Brooklyn's season, and we actually may see it tested as soon as Christmas Day against the Celtics. But for now, I love what they're doing. They're being the aggressors, setting the pace rather than responding to it, and thoroughly dictating the terms of engagement. And with that, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you go ahead and give it a like and subscribe, and go ahead and follow me on Twitter. The link is below. But don't stop there. Make sure you share this video on Facebook, Twitter, and Reddit. Check out my general NBA podcast, Basketball and More, which features credentialed reporters like myself and other guests from across the globe. And while you're doing that, go ahead and give me a rating of 5 stars on iTunes. For those of you interested in written work, go ahead and check out the website netsdaily.com. It's where you can find my work, as well as my incredibly talented colleagues' work at all hours of the day. We'll be covering this Nets season firsthand all season long. And with all that out of the way, I will see you guys next time. Peace!